Good morning, Mr. Fishman. I hope you're fine. Welcome to this interview.
Good morning, sir. Yes, I am Mr. Fishman, and I am fine. Happy to be here today.
That's good. All right, let's start then. Tell me about yourself. I'm all ears.
Well, I'm currently an account executive at Smith, where I handle our top-performing clients. Before that, I worked at an agency, where I was on 3 different major national healthcare brands. While I really enjoyed the work, I loved the chance to dig much deeper with one specific company, which is why I am so excited about this opportunity with this amazing company, sir.
That's interesting. And tell me, how did you hear about this position?
To be honest, I heard about an opening on the executive team through a friend of a friend. Since I'm a big fan of your work, this company, and have been following you for a while, I decided it could be a great role for me to apply for. This is what I have been looking for.
I understand. But why do you want to work at this company? Tell me.
Well, I did some reading about the new center you're building in this city, and that excites me. I know this means there will be opportunities to meet great leaders. I also learned through a Wall Street Journal article that you're expanding in Mexico as well. I speak Spanish fluently and could be eager to step up and help this company whenever necessary.
I see you have investigated a lot about this company. That's great. And you speak Spanish. That is also very important, because you need to speak at least 3 languages.
I know, sir. I speak Spanish, English, German, and Italian. I know this is important. I know that we have to meet with important leaders from different companies around the world, and that is one of the main reasons why I want to get this job, sir. It excites me.
Excellent. It is important to know. What are your greatest strengths?
I'd say one of my greatest strengths is bringing organization to hectic environments and implementing processes to make everyone's life easier. I did it in my previous job too. In my current role as an executive assistant to a CEO, I created new processes for pretty much everything, from scheduling meetings to planning monthly all-hands agendas, to preparing for event appearances. I'd be excited to bring that same approach to this company. I'm good at organizing. I can also lead people and big work teams. I can organize my time to meet with all the clients.
All right. And what do you consider to be your weaknesses?
Well, I can have trouble asking for help, because I am independent and enjoy working quickly. It has been difficult for me to ask for help when I need it. That's the thing I have learned. I've learned that it is much more beneficial, both for me and the business, to reach out when I do not understand something or feel burnt out with my workload. I also understand that many experts around me have specific knowledge and skills that can make my work better. While I am still working on it, I have been able to produce more high-quality work as a result of getting help from those around me. As I told you before, I'm still working on it.
I understand. What is your greatest professional achievement?
My greatest accomplishment was when I helped the company I was working for to get one of their more important clients. I had planned that meeting for months. I had to investigate that client, found valuable information, and made a presentation. Because I could convince him, the company grew considerably.
That sounds great. Tell me about a challenge or conflict you faced at work and how you dealt with it.
2 years ago, I had an important meeting with a client. It was going to be $1 million deal. We prepared that presentation for months, but we couldn't make it. He had a better offer. I was very affected that I couldn't convince that client to join the company. I was so affected that I became depressed, and couldn't get over it for a while. I was sure everything was perfect, I mean the presentation, but he didn't like it. Thanks to that, I understood something very important. We can't always win. Sometimes we will fail at doing some things, and that is a vital part of improving your performance. I learned a lot of things thanks to that, and I still don't let the failures affect me so much.
Well, that's true. We can try to do our best, but we can't always win. That's correct. Now, I need to know something. Have you ever been fired?
No, sir. I have never been fired. Well, once when I was a teenager, I worked for a store, but the owner's nephew arrived from another country, and he replaced me.
I understand. How could your boss and coworkers describe you?
Actually, in my most recent performance review in April, my direct supervisor described me as someone who takes initiative and doesn't shy away from hard problems. That's what he said. And in that report, my coworkers also wrote similar things about me. I was so happy to read it.
All right. And what are your salary expectations? How much would you like to earn?
Well, according to the current job market, I am requesting $5,000 per month plus benefits.
Well, we will discuss that later. For the moment, congratulations. You've passed this interview successfully. Well done.
Oh, thank you very much. What do I have to do now?
You will have a final interview with the company's owner, and that's it. I will let you know when and what time it will be. Now, before we conclude, I'd like to ask you a couple more questions. Firstly, how do you handle stress and pressure in the workplace? Can you give me an example of a situation where you had to manage a high-pressure task or deadline?
Certainly, sir. I believe I handle stress well by staying organized and focused on priorities. One example that comes to mind is when we had a major client presentation with very little time for preparation. The team was feeling the pressure, but I took charge of coordinating efforts, ensuring everyone had the necessary resources, and implemented a streamlined process. We successfully delivered the presentation on time, and the client was impressed with our responsiveness.
That's a good approach. Now, looking at the future, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and how do you think this position aligns with your career goals?
In 5 years, I see myself in a leadership role within the company, possibly overseeing a department or playing a key role in strategic decision-making. I believe this position aligns perfectly with my aspirations, providing me with the opportunity to contribute significantly to the company's growth and success. I'm eager to take on increasing responsibilities and challenges as I progress in my career.
That's an ambitious but admirable goal. Lastly, do you have any questions for us? Anything you'd like to know about the company or the role?
Yes, sir. I've done extensive research, but I'd love to hear more about the company's approach to professional development and how it supports the growth of its employees. Additionally, could you share some insights into the company culture and what qualities you value most in your team members?
Certainly. We prioritize professional development through ongoing training programs and opportunities for skill enhancement. Our company culture values collaboration, innovation, and a commitment to excellence. We appreciate team members who demonstrate strong communication skills, adaptability, and a proactive approach. We believe in fostering a supportive environment where employees can thrive and contribute to the company's success.
Thank you for sharing that, sir. It aligns well with what I value in a workplace. I'm even more excited about the prospect of joining the team.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Fishman. We'll be in touch soon to schedule the final interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate the opportunity and look forward to the next steps.